Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you guys are here. If this is your first time, welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy your stay and you want to come back for more videos. If you do, click the subscribe button down below, the little bell next to that. Click on that. That'll give you notification of when I upload new videos. And welcome back to all my returning friends. I'm so glad you guys are here. I missed out on last week. Last Wednesday was my birthday. I went to the spa, had a massage, a facial, hair wash, blowout. 2.5 hours of, so that was good. And then Thursday, I don't know what I did on Thursday and why I didn't film. I don't even think I left the house. And then Friday, my husband was home for Good Friday, so we just kind of hung out and kind of went on a somewhat of a no electronic weekend. So we didn't do much on Friday. I think I just sat and stitched all day and didn't do a lot. And then Saturday we took off and went over to Frankenmuth on the east side of the state and went to the little village with shops and then downtown into Frankenmuth. Had dinner down there at Tiffany's, just a little pub and grub type place. Got a pizza to split, had a good time. We stopped in at a shop called the Amazing, no G on the end, Mitten. A lot of handcraft items made right in Michigan by people here in Michigan. And on the counter at the register, and all I got in there, this wasn't a handmade thing, but it was a Michigan outline in purple to put on the back of my car. As soon as it stops being rainy and yucky and I can get the car washed and have a clean window, and I can hear that. But as I was paying for that, at the register they had these fat little chubby crocheted chicks, and John says, "Do you make something like this?" And I said, "No, but I probably could." And the lady at the register says, "Can you make doilies? We could use some of those." And I said, "I could probably make some doilies." And so she handed me their business card and she says, "Here, make some, contact me, and we'll talk." So I'm going to be making some doilies. I'll insert a picture here. That is one that I started yesterday. Did I start yesterday? I started a little bit on Tuesday. I think I started it yesterday while I was working. I got about 5 rows done. And I had always been intimidated by crocheting with the teeny tiny hooks and the crochet thread in the past. And it's just like crocheting with yarn, just with a tinier hook. So I've got about 10 rows done now on that pattern, and I got 4 more to go. So it's going to be a good sized doily. And John's like, "Well, how long does it take you to make it?" And I said, "Well, I can't really determine that because I'm doing it between phone calls." By lunchtime, I had the 5 rows done. I said, "But if I could just sit down and stitch and not have interruptions from it, I probably could get it done quicker than what I've been doing, where I would only get 10 rows done during an 8-hour work shift." But anywho, so I'm going to work on some of those. And then I have a knitting pattern for a dishcloth that has the outline of Michigan, and then the Upper Peninsula up top. So I'm doing that. I'm going to make up a bunch of those as well and send over to her. So we'll see where that goes and where that leads me. I don't want it cutting into my cross stitch time, but if I can make a little bit of money on the side, I think I'll do it. And I got this, and it looks like I have shoulder pads, but it's not that it's too big. I mean, it's bigger up here because it fits snug. I think if I wash it once, it'll just relax it. It just kind of feels stiff. But anyway, it's just a purple magenta zip up jacket. It's a little bit, it's not too horribly thick, but it's a little bit thicker. I had it on the other day. Did I have it on Easter? I think I was wearing it on Easter, and it just was too warm. Not that it's been warm, because it's been cold. We haven't really had nice warm temperatures for this time of year. Usually we start getting into the higher 50s, 60s, but we keep dripping that back down into the 30s. I think we had a couple 20s in the evenings. But I was just too warm with it and just doing everything that I was doing and all the baking and cooking and whatnot. So off that came. So I'll wash it once when I do wash this weekend and see if that softens it up a little bit and doesn't make it so stiff up in here. But we did spend a lot of money while we were there that weekend. What else did we get? So I picked up a few little things that I'm making some projects with that I can't talk about because they're for gifts. And both of the gals watch my channel that I'm making them for. The gifts, the jacket. Oh, there was a, what was it called? Sticky tea. I think what it was called, but it was honey and teas and some pasta, some olive oils. What I was drawn in because it was with tea. I didn't really smell any that I wanted to try because you could do samples, but the samples were just of the honey that they had in there. I would have loved to sample some teas if they had those, but they didn't have any of those made. But they had all these different teas infused with other flavors and whatnot. So we were trying a bunch of them, and I'm like, oh, this one's pretty good. This was pretty good. John says, come taste this one. You're going to like this one. It was a green apple honey. Oh my heavens. It was fabulous. So I got some of that to put in some tea. So it'd be, natural sugars in with my apple flavored teas that I have. And then he picked up a dark chocolate honey. I'm not a fan of dark chocolate, but that was pretty good. So he's going to use that and maybe put it in his coffee. We'll see if he actually does it. What else did we get? We got some sausage, some cheeses, just a bunch of stuff just to get out of the house is basically what we did for the weekend. But so that was the weekend. Sunday was Easter. The boys were there. Well, Trent's there all the time, but Christopher and Ivy came over. We had dinner, and I need a sip. I'm sitting in the parking lot of Culver's. I had a cheeseburger, and I should have just got a water because this pop is kind of gross. Easter, the boys came over. I think that was it. Anyways, so sitting at Culver's, just had lunch, and I was going to share my goodies with you that I did. So I went to Hobby Lobby, and I went to the Dollar Tree, and then I went to Ulta, and I'll start with Ulta because it's right here. I went in there. I needed my blush and just a powder that I get. They didn't have any of the blush. So I don't know if CoverGirl, if they just wasn't carrying it, but they didn't carry any of the blushes. I'm like, so I have to get that at the grocery store. And I also went in there because I had my free birthday gift from Ulta. So I just picked up my CoverGirl translucent light powder and a sharpener for my eyeliner. I'm hoping that's why what I needed was a new one, that the blade was just dull on the one that I had. And then for the birthday gift, I was supposed to get I don't even know what it was, but they didn't have any, so I just got a couple. She gave me a couple of samples of this Indie Lee. There's a brightening cleanser and a brightening cream. So the cleanser is strengthen and protect. So one of these, and then the same thing for the brightening cream. That's strawberry leaf and squalane. So we'll just try that. It was free. Oh, I also want a crumble cookie. From the Lob of Hob, I thought I had 2 bags. Oh, right there. Okay. So, Easter stuff was 66% off. So I picked up this. Okay, so it looks like it's something that you can put on the back of your chair. So it's got a little hook on it, but I am tearing it apart. I wanted some Easter little eggy things and decorations to decorate up a cross stitch thing that I'm doing. So it was on like, I think it was like $4 is what I got for that. I'll tell you for sure. It was $4.42, so 66% off of $12.99. That, I'm just gonna throw this in the back. And then I went in, I'll share it here even though it's my cross stitch I was gonna do on my floss tube, so I'll just share it with you guys. Here, I finished my birthday start. I started a cross stitch on my birthday last Wednesday, and I kind of went monogamous on it, and this is all I stitched until I got it done, and I finished it last night. And so it's called Life is Short, and it's by Design Works, and I changed everything up. Go figure. They had it in pinks, peaches, and I don't know what this guy's doing. I know I'm gonna have somebody on the other side of me. I don't like this. Pinks, peaches, greens, and I just didn't like that. I'll give you 2 guesses. Really, I'll only give you 1 guess. I did mine in purple. So I converted everything over to purple, and ta-da! I love it. I'm trying to get it so I can. Oh, I know what else I was going to get and I forgot. I was going to get upholstery thread. So there she is. And so I got stuff to frame this. Oh, that lady did not put her car in park, and now I've got the guy coming back over here with me. I thought I was in a nice inconspicuous area where there'd be nobody around me, but yeah, everybody is here. But anyway, so there she is. So cute. So brought her in with me so I could pick out to make sure I got the right size mat that I wanted for it and frame. So I picked up my mounting board or sticky board so I can stick it onto that. And then all of my stuff from that I picked up. They had their clearance on cross stitch stuff, and I've been seeing people getting stuff, and they didn't have a lot. I wish I may have to stop at the other ones and see what they have. So I just got a couple of fabrics for $1.49. This one it's the Artis brand Murano Carre, and this is a taupe color, so it's a gingham brown. So $1.49. This is regularly $6. And then the Fleur. So it's got the little flowers on it. So I picked those 2 up. And then I'm making some scissor fobs, like I said. And I've bought the lobster clasp things, and I got 2 different sizes in both times. None of them I could get them over the handle of the scissors, and I'm like, ugh. So I went and looked at the one that was made for me, and I'm like, okay, I need the bigger one. So I picked up the bigger claws so I can finish making those fobs. And then to add to the ones that I'm making, I got a couple more little cross dangles to add on there. And then some satin straight pins to do some finishing up with. And then I found Easter clearance. These are flat backs, so some eggs, and I am going to glue some magnets on them and turn them into needle minders for Easter projects when I'm doing cross stitch. And then for my cross stitch thing, I grabbed an 8x10, or it's a 11x14 frame mat. Cutout is 8x10, so that's the size of the cross stitch that I had. And then I just got a plain Jane white frame, because that is the color of the frames that I have basically in my craft room. So I'm going to frame that in there, and that's going to go for my craft room. I got to figure out where I'm going to put this one, because I'm going to, the girl with the fan that I'm doing is going to go on the, I've got one of the cross stitch of the girls, the silhouette of the girl on one edge of the wall, and then I'm going to put her on there. So I got to figure out where I'm going to put this one. I don't know if I'm going to do some redecorating, rearranging of stuff that I have on my walls in there. So I can add that one there. We'll see. But that's what I got from the Hobby Lobby. Putting everything back in here. Put that down there. And then from the Dollar Tree, I went in there to basically to get a card. So I got a birthday card for the youngest. His birthday is today, which is Thursday. Yesterday for you when you see it on Friday. So picked up a card for him. And then I just kind of walked around in the craft section area. And I've seen this a couple times and I thought, no, I don't want to. And I went back and picked it up anyway. So I picked up the bicycle frame wire wreath thing, and I'm going to do a wreath. I never did make my Easter one that I said I was going to do with the gnomes. I just kind of lost track of time. Time got away from me. I didn't get that made in time for Easter. This one, even if it takes me a couple weeks to get it done, I can still have it for all summer. So I have the wire bicycle wreath, and in with that I gotta find ribbon to make a bow, but I picked up 7, as I drop one, of these pansies. Yep. So I picked up 4 of the purple and the magenta-y color, and 3 of the yellow and white. So I thought that would be just a pretty little thing. So I'm going to do the wreath where it's just kind of half with flowers, and then there's going to be like a bow right here. So I'm going to do that hopefully sooner rather than later. Oh, and because not that I need it, but just to have every now and then have a little sweet treat up in my office with whatever, the banana Laffy Taffy. This is my favorite. I love the banana Laffy Taffy. So I grabbed 2 bags. Gonna throw that in my little office stash. And then I'm sitting on my foot and it's gone to sleep. I've seen both Tracy B and did Amy do these ones? I don't remember. Show these and said they were so good. You had to try them. So I found them and I'm gonna try them. So they're the Drizzlicious mini rice cakes, birthday cake bites. And you know me, normally I don't do any eating on camera. They smell good. Oh, and they're just itty bitties too. I just don't like eating on camera, but they're just itty bitties. I'm gonna give it a try. Those are good. Serving size is 1 bag. 1 serving per container. So this whole bag is 180 calories. Not that I'm going to sit and eat the whole bag. I mean, there's not that many in there to begin with. Those are really good. Okay, that's enough. And that's what I got from the Dollar Tree. All right. So then I went to Crumble Cookie. And watching Tyler Ramey and his friend, and why I can't think of her name. I don't know. They do Crumble Cookie reviews. I saw Amy and her son did one. I just got a plain Jane chocolate chip that I'm going to split with John and I later tonight. I saw the different ones that they had, and not a whole lot appealed to me. They had a Boston, what is the week this week? There's a Boston cream I'm not a real fan of the Boston cream. There was a pink sugar cookie, a chocolate chip, a red velvet. I wasn't in the mood for red velvet, but they had a caramel something, and I don't remember what it is. I'll put it down at the bottom of the screen. I thought they gave me a receipt and they didn't. I think I had a receipt via my phone. But anyways, there's this one. Oh, it's nice and gooey. My favorite kind of cookie. Let's break off a little bit because I don't need a whole big piece of it. So, I'll give this a try. Again, I'm eating on camera and I don't do that. That is really good. It's got more of a brown sugary caramely taste. I have a bag of napkins in my car, or stick of napkins that I keep in my car for just occasions like this. That's good. This is only the second time that I've been there. They are expensive, $4 a cookie. I mean, it's a big size cookie. I'll put the caramel one up. And it's a decent size. As I drop it in my car, a decent size cookie. The sugar cookie, or the one that I just broke into. Get my box back down. I mean, it's a decent size. I mean, the box size, it fits all the way in there. But that one's really good. I will finish that up later. Like I said, they're expensive. They're $4 a cookie. Don't go there very often. I can make cookies cheaper, but it was fun just to get in there. Now I need to go across the street over here to the bank, grab some cash to put in the birthday card for Junior. And then I'm gonna head for home. I need to find my hand sanitizer. Alright, well that's everything I have. Just my fun little goodies that I picked up at the Hobby Lobby, Dollar Tree, and Ulta, and crumble cookie. I am gonna head off here. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a great weekend. Until I see you again, remember to live a little, laugh a lot, and love always. Bye guys.